I actually started off in a very small town in northern New Mexico on the foothills of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains called Las Vegas, New Mexico. I grew up with two wonderful parents, one of whom was always traveling and working very hard. The family that I grew up in was very underprivileged, disadvantaged, very large. I was one of the older siblings, and of course, if you're one of the older siblings, a lot of the responsibility of taking care of your family and siblings falls upon your shoulders. My wife often makes the comment that I never really had a childhood, and so that kind of gives you an idea of what things were like for us. And interestingly enough, and something that we're extraordinarily proud of, despite our poor background, every one of the children from this large family went on to college and have done very well. And that's something that both our parents are very proud of. And there are many reasons for that, one of which I think is the fact that from the moment we were born, it seems like education was just part of the theme that we grew up in. You want to be someone, and you want to escape poverty, and you want to have a good quality of life and live the American dream. You work hard and you get an education, and that was what my father and mother used to tell us all the time. And it's not surprising where many of the students go to do their graduate work. I mean, usually it's a place that their mentor during their undergraduate education advises them to apply and to go. And Gilbert Sanchez went to the University of Kansas. That's where he got his PhD degree. And it was one of the places he recommended that I apply to and look at. And of course, being a microbiologist, it was natural that Dr. Sanchez would kind of push me in that direction. It's been my experience, still today, that many of our youth who are interested in something having to do with biomedicine, the biomedical life sciences, biology, that when they go to undergraduate institutions, most of them turn out to be pre-med. And in fact, you could have labeled me as pre-med at the time. But it was that experience at the bench and learning that I was quite good at being at the bench that frankly motivated me to go to graduate school and not to medical school, even though I could have gotten accepted to medical school. Things happen along the way in your growth, in your maturation, where you begin to see yourself in certain settings, and I think that helps guide you in certain directions. That's usually, at least that was my experience.